Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check the new pack for Urehara Rin, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So this pack is probably coming next week, so let's check what this is going to offer. So number one, here we have the weapon, Lightning Rouser. So this one is going to enhance her blue build. It says, gradually increases the attack range of Electric Volt, damage increases by 60%, and increase the critical rate of self by 50%. That at 5 out of 5. Remember, if you want this 5 out of 5, you need to use Demonite and Nanomachine. Demonite for the weapon, the Nanomachine for the supporter, and also buy the pack. Naturally, they give us this at how much? Yeah, at 3 out of 5 through the campaign. So that's a good thing. This weapon and supporter is a seasonal supporter, as I like to call them, and they are given to us through our campaign, and the pack comes with both weapon and supporter. So let's check very quickly Rin. So over here we have Electric Volt. Yeah, so this is really nice. The 60% damage increase is extremely appreciated on a critical damage pure color skill. That's extremely aggressive. Honestly, this, it does deal damage, but it doesn't feel devastating. So the damage increase is going to help out a lot. And the 50% critical rate on the character is going to be amazing. Basically, you're going to crit always. It is just disgustingly good. Unfortunately, that's not like the best effect on BR, but it's usable in every other scenario. And if you really want to push it and go crit on BR, it is perfectly possible. So yeah, it's really, really nice. Not only that, we also have the supporter, Lightning Sonic Urehara Rin. So melee attacks on electrocuted enemies have a 100% chance to break their super armor every 15 seconds. God, that's strong. That's really, really strong, guys. So, something to take into consideration. Blue isn't the best color for electrocute, actually. If you check the effects of Rin, you're gonna see that she doesn't abuse electrocute. Like this one has electrocute on red, and it's the pure color skin. Chain Volt also applies electrocute on green, and Volt Spin applies electrocute on blue, and that's it. There's no other ways to apply electrocute. Maybe this is a hint that she's gonna be the new renewal. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know, but would they make electrocute abusable? That would be nice, but a little bit busted with this supporter. I don't know if they want to go that route. And not only we have the broken guaranteed super armor break, like they're putting a lot of those effects. Maybe the game is gonna change and we're gonna have super armor or something. Well, in any case, increases damage dealt by 14% for each human type and demon type ally, including yourself. Mwah! Wonderful! It is basically like Threshold Astaroth, but better because it doesn't give critical. Like, critical is appreciated, sure, but you don't really want critical. You prefer damage. And if it's 14%, 3 times, that's gonna be 42% damage increase. Wow, that's big. That's super big. It is amazing. Then we have an extra passive, but the extra passive is not that impressive. Generates static electricity every 5 seconds, dealing damage equal to 160% of attack to nearby enemies, and reducing their fortitude by 15% for 3 seconds. So this, fortitude is the ability to nullify damage. Let's say that enemies have a chance to nullify damage, but it is like not something that useful. Uh, the most value that you get out of this is that you apply a debuff to the enemy, and that's an activation condition for some supporters like Susune, or for some weapons like Felicia's weapon. But honestly, it's whatever. It's just a little bit of extra damage with that debuff on the enemy. It's fine at best. Then, creates an electric field that deals damage equal to 1360% of attack as continuous damage for 5 seconds. Continuous damage? That sounds broken. I don't think that's the case. Enemies hit by the field are inflicted with electrocute for 9 seconds. Nice, pretty good. So this allows you to use the supporter's effect to break super armor if you don't have Rin. But honestly, guys, you need a Rin on the team with not with this supporter. You can use this with someone else, another melee attacker, but you definitely want Rin on the team so that she is able to inflict electrocute. There are other ways to inflict electrocute, but they are not exactly the most proficient. Let's say Anaros, for example. Anaros is able to inflict electrocute with Divine Wrath on green. And it's okay at best. I mean, not the greatest effect. I think, and I think, I'm not sure, there's a handful of supporters that inflict electrocute. Let's see, for example, yeah, Rin, the character release supporter, inflicts electrocute, but that's on 50 seconds. And then we have this one inflicts electrocute. Nope. Like, is there someone else that actually inflicts electrocute? It is a pretty rare debuff, just so that you know. I think not. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Probably there is someone, but someone pretty niche, and we don't care about that specific debuff. But, the important thing is that you want to have Rin on your team if you're equipping this supporter. Or if you're playing solo, you want to equip this to Rin. Otherwise, you're not going to take advantage of the super armor break. Besides, this is basically a team supporter, just because you gain more damage increase based on the number of human type or demon type allies. And I like the fact that they didn't make it like pure human, because that gives you versatility. And yeah, the ability to make different teams is extremely important. And you should check the whole video, guys. You should check this skin. Lightning Sonic package is just amazing. The Imperial Police here is... without the cape, she looks outstanding, yeah. So, is she going to be extremely broken? Yeah, probably. And F2P, by the way, so keep that in mind. Do we need to use Demonite and Nanomachines? Not really. Perhaps, and that's a big maybe, the Nanomachines, maybe. The weapon, it's fine. I mean, there are other options if you want to use Rin. We have over here Rin. So she has Fragarak, which is her decisive weapon, which is fine at best, a lot of micromanaging, not the best option. We have this one, increases skill damage and deals damage and increases speed by 10% for 10 seconds. Usable, but not that impressive. And then we have the Momochi weapon, probably one of her best weapons that you can equip. Both Nagi and Rin are extremely good at dealing multi-hits, so the Momochi weapon is probably the one that you want to use. And we also have Karura, which is the anti-human weapon if you want to go that route. So, the weapon, it is useful. Yes, especially if you like to play in blue. It does increase the damage, it does help her DPS, sure, and it's F2P. But it is not necessary to use a Demon Knight on it. The supporter, on the other hand, I suggest that you save your your nano machines because it is a good option. Or wait for Christmas around that time, around Black Friday. They release these packages with tickets, not vouchers, tickets for seasonal weapon and supporter. That's a pack that is for sale, but it's something to take into consideration. And well, that's about it, guys. Pretty short video, but the important thing is, what do you think about this pack? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it bad? Do you want it? I'm definitely getting this one. I love the scheme, first of all, and it is a pretty competent weapon and supporter. Honestly, I was doubtful, but thankfully, Grimoire is now making things that are actually pretty usable. So I'm glad about that. So that's about it for today, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!